Alright guys, this is Rickshaw and my beautiful little baby getting ready for our school run. Alright, here we go. Alright. Yes indeedy, we're going to take a little ride here. Not too sunny out today. Got some cloud cover. This is an unusual day for us. Usually it's super bright and sunny, but I think this is going to burn off pretty quick. What do you think, sweetheart? Think so?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, we got a few walkers here and an electric machine. We're going to take the shortcut to school today. More of our wonderful speed bumps. You will have lots of speed bumps here in the Philippines, whether you like it or not. They just love their speed bumps. If a neighbor gets a speed bump and the other neighbor don't have one, he'll get two. They'll even cut tires up and lay them across the road. Anything to have their own speed bump. It's like a status symbol. Just like the people getting braces. We know a girl who's had braces, had them for 4 years already. You know, you think if you get braces, they're going to fix your teeth and then they take them out. But no, these people wear them to the grave. Status symbol. I don't know why that is. And they're branded here. A lot of the people here, they really get into the branded stuff. Some of them. Some of them, the Donia people. But I'm glad my wife's not that way. Having to have a super expensive branded thing, you know. Come on. There goes the tricycle. Alright, here we go. Now. How you feeling this morning, Miss Beautiful?
Okay.
Okay. Alright, let's turn that AC off. We don't need the AC. And then you can let go of your nose. What do you think? Alright. Why don't you walk out in the street a little bit, honey? Damn. They don't give you much room here. They really don't. There you go, run across, honey. Come on. Lots of kids. We got the little school and the big school here, high school and the elementary school here. We kind of come through here. I like to go through up through the rice fields, and if we go through the circle, kind of through the development here, there's like 5 times as many speed bumps, and I just can't stand the damn things. This is way better. They don't do much for sidewalks here in the Philippines. You know, walk on the road. A lot of times you'll see these kids walking, and they're not walking single file. They're going to be walking 4 or 5 abreast if they want, or in the middle of the road. You know, they just don't have any self-preservation instincts when it comes to walking on the road, especially at night. You know, they're going to wear at nighttime. They're usually going to wear black. They're going to have no reflectors. If they have a bicycle, they're going to take the reflectors off, which I don't get. I want to be seen. Motorcycles will run without their headlights on, or any lights at all. They'll put a switch in or something, or they just don't work, and they don't fix them. And they think that, oh, well, I can still see. Well, that's not the point. It's, can you be seen? You know, right, sweetheart? When you get your motorcycle, you're going to have your lights on?
Yes.
And all your reflectors?
Yes.
It's going to be pretty. We'll probably get you Peppa Pig reflectors, huh?
Yes, I like that.
Yeah, or maybe some Hello Kitty reflectors?
I like Peppa Pig and Hello Kitty.
All right. That sounds good to me. We want to make sure you're well seen, and we're going to even get you a vest with a reflector on it, huh?
Yes.
Sure. We want everyone to be able to see you. Give them plenty of warning that you're coming through, huh? Look how pretty it is this morning. Look at all the rice growing. That's the third planting of the rice this year. Hope they don't exhaust the ground too much. They seem to really like their fertilizer here. The left side they're letting sit now. The right side, that's the third planting. I go to get around somebody, you can't because everybody starts shooting past you. Instead of letting the first guy in the row pass, or they're just going to keep cutting around you and not allowing you to get over to pass. And that's just the way it goes in this country. It's kind of a nice ride in the morning. I'll be glad when the Piaggios are up and running again. I don't like that thing's down. It's a brake problem or something. We got the supposedly this week Piaggio's coming. You know, I got a hold of them before Christmas. Tried to get a hold of them before Christmas. Finally, somebody answered me. But the dang first lady who called said, "Okay, but we're going to have to charge you $600 to send somebody out there." Okay, fine. Then somebody else called back and said, "Oh, well, we got to charge you $1,000 for somebody to come out there." All right, send them. Then they said, okay, another lady called and said, "Okay, we're going to send them out next week, but we need $1,200 to send them out there." You know, I wish these guys would get their act together. This is, I believe it's Piaggio of Green Tree, Lotus dealer, and they sell motorcycles. I'll tell you what, it just seems to me when you're in this country that a lot of companies, they hire people who are inept, and it just gets a little bit tiring for me. You know, I'm used to being in the States where, you know, your salesmen are Johnny on the spot. They're going to do whatever they can to help you, and you know, because they want to make money. Here, I don't think there's any kind of incentive for them to do well. It's the way the companies are set up. It's not the people. I mean, if I was selling cars, and yeah, I'm going to make a nice pile of money on selling the car, okay, yeah, I'm really going to try to sell it. But if I'm just going to get a regular salary to sell this vehicle, well, okay, maybe I'll do a good job. I probably would, but you know, they're not going to go the extra mile. And you know, these kids, a lot of them, I know that a lot of these people are college educated, and they say, "Oh, isn't that wonderful? They're college educated." Well, to an extent, I guess. I have seen, talked to a lot of kids. Their parents want to get them in a certain thing that they don't want to do. You know, so there's that. And also, I've looked at the high school, senior high school books. It's the same crap we learned in 5th grade. So, you know, these guys, college here, I don't know. I think it should be required because in the U.S. high school equivalency is required, and that's basically what most of them are getting. You know, and it's a shame what people make here. You look at like a nurse, what they make. It's not a lot of money, you know, and long hours, not a lot of money. That's why a lot of them leave the country. Now myself, when I was in the United States, if I had a Filipino nurse, I was happy. Male or female, I don't care. They really treat you, and that's who I would want as a caretaker also. You know, I was in the hospital a good bit in my lifetime with this back problem and just general stupid health things that happened to me that put me in the hospital. And every time I got into the hospital and got a Filipino nurse, male or female, or a physical therapist or anything, they actually love you. You know, they treat you just like you're their mother or father. I mean, it's unbelievable the care you get from these people. But here, they don't get a lot of pay. They just don't. Even when I was here, though, in the hospital, I was in for dengue, and then I was also in for an amoeba, a couple weeks each time. And the amount of care you get for what it cost me in the hospital was incredibly cheap. I mean, it's unbelievable. I don't know why the United States, a lot of insurances won't work here, to me, which is really stupid because it's so cheap. They'd be getting a break, but no, they don't want to give you anything. I looked for insurance myself through my retirement plan, and these guys want, it's like this ridiculous amount. More than if I lived in the States. It's just so stupid to me. I'm not understanding why they do that. They should give you a real good break. They don't. Looks like that cloud cover is going to burn off pretty quickly today. Doesn't seem like it's going to stay. I don't know if you can see up there very good. This is the first time using my head unit. Hey, the dashboard thingy don't stick well. See here, you got all these people directing traffic. You don't know who the hell they are. Tight squeeze, people walking out in the middle of the road. Well, we're at the little market area. We're almost to the school. One thing I did not like about this school, we went way up the road and we signed up for the school, and they never told us she was going to be going to this school. Not one word about it. I didn't even know this school was here. And it's got a huge cell tower. And that's, you know, that really kind of torqued me off. If I'd have known that, I'd have never took her. But I don't know if you can see the cell tower up there. See that? I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but here's her little school. And I don't like the idea of my daughter going to school with the cell tower, but they already got the money, and in this country they don't ever seem to give it back. So let's go over here. Okay, sweetheart. I love you, honey. You're my precious baby girl. I'm gonna hoist you over. Unbuckle, come on. You know, let's go up a little farther since we got room now. Okay, how's this? Is there school today? Yep. Come on, ready? Okay, one more smooch, baby. I love you, honey. You be a good girl today, okay?
Okay, bye-bye.
And away we go. Okay. Now when we pull out, we got lots of traffic this morning. I'll do the whole round trip. I hope it's not too long. I wish I had the editing software so I could speed this up for you so that it wouldn't be so long. But this is just where we're at here in the Philippines, our little corner. Jeez, come on, people. So many stupid cars today. Alright, here we go. Yeah, and I'll show you where this other school is, where we signed my daughter up, and that's where I thought she would be going, which would have been really cool for us, but we got her at the cell phone tower, which I don't like at all. Let's microwave their little brains while they're trying to learn. Okay. It's not too bad of a morning. It's kind of cool. Alright, buddy, come on now. That yellow building up ahead. I know the camera's got pretty wide focus, so it looks like it's a million miles away, but that's our school. There's one of the things I can't stand in the Philippines now, is these stupid electric vehicles. So slow, and they don't get out of the way. But now there's the toddler smart where we signed my daughter up, that yellow building right there. And I just don't get, I wish they would have told us it was going to be at the cell phone tower and took us over there and showed us where she was going to be going to school, because I would immediately withdrew my money from them and said, no, you're not putting my daughter's school over there. And now she's stuck there until March, because like I said before, you give money in the Philippines, you never see it again. You'll never see another dime of it again as soon as you give it. So, and that's a royal shame. That is a royal shame. Alright, we're coming up at what they call checkpoint here. below Southwoods Golf Course. We're going to be making a left-hand turn here and heading home. Okay. Alright, we're looking good. There was our friend just got in a pretty good accident here. Motorcycle smashed into their vehicle. Seems like around Christmas there's always a lot of accidents. We had a lot of jeepney accidents, some fatal ones. I mean, it was really terrible right before Christmas how many jeepney accidents. And they got cams everywhere here, so they usually got good footage of it. So it's a shame, though. It's a shame when people get hurt so badly. There's another little bike. Oh, I had to get behind him. Let's see if he's going to be one that's going to stay in my way when he gets out on the road. They fix these roads, and I think in about a year from now this is going to be trashed again. I don't know what it is about them working on the roads, but there's so many roads I've been on where they fixed them, and a year later they're trashed. They're just, it's like they hadn't worked on them in 100 years. Okay, this guy, he's not doing too bad. He's getting out of the road. That's really cool. I like it when you get some of these guys. I think he was the same guy passed the other day that got out of the way, which was very nice. A lot of them don't. They'll sit right in the middle and go slower than heck. Like these tricycles, they'll do the same thing. I had a tricycle. They'll go. I could cruise along easily at 70, 80 kilometers per hour, no problem. A lot of times these guys will get on the road and do 20. Especially the old guys. They're not in a hurry. I don't know why. I mean, you think they would want to take this person to their spot so they can get back in line again and make some more money. But no, it's the old ones. They'll just puddle along, and I guess they're happy making their 300-400 pesos a day. I guess. I don't know what the deal is. Most of them probably live with their children, so it's maybe just a little bit of extra money for them. I don't know. I like to see a lot of the young guys because they cook. The only bad thing is they cut you off 9 times out of 10, but they do get out your way. There's a nice traffic guard. He did a good job on those kids, didn't he? Jeez. Stand there with your hands in your pocket, buddy. Come on. Come on, go. You can go anytime you want, buddy. Alright, we're getting to where we gotta go. They put a fence up here, I guess, to kind of keep the cows in. We were going to Salang, and there was a fella in a brand new Toyota Hi-Ace van, and a big cow jumped out in front of him, and it was unbelievable the damage that was done. The cow got knocked down. And it ran into the van. The van was doing nothing wrong. It just started bucking, springtime. Hit that van, punched it right in the center, knocked the cow down. It slid a good ways, jumped up and ran off. And the van, I'm telling you, that thing had, I don't know, $5,000-6,000 worth of damage. They had to have it towed away. Personally, myself, I'd have went and got a rope, and that cow would have been mine until the owner of that damn cow paid. But to me, it's just wrong. They leave them run loose here, but that's the way they do things. And goats too. A lot of damn goats. Dogs run loose all over in this country. Nobody wants to tie them up. I don't really get that, but well, we're going to head into the sun, and we're going to see how the camera does. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, though. Look at this. It's going to burn off. It looks to me like it's going to burn off. Now, there's something I do for these people. I'll pull over. Anybody else coming this way, when it's me coming that way, they will not get out of the way. They will not pull over. They just sit in this lane like this, and they'll block me from coming, make me stop. That's just the nature of a lot of the Filipinos that drive here. Well, we're going through the rice fields again. Car's running nice and smooth today. Going to have to go get another air cleaner next month. I think the dust is pretty settled. We had some rains at night, so it helped a lot with the dust. Plus, we've been getting really dewy mornings. Everything's all wet in the morning, even the roads. Even if it didn't rain, it's just the dew point is, I guess, where it should be. But I'm going to cut this off a little bit before I get home because I have I have to get some load on my phone. Most important. It runs out today. They give you, I get the gig of video data plan from Smart. It's 101 pesos for 1 week. 1 gig a day. Very few days do I ever run it out. I have, but it's very few. When I was uploading the videos, I ran it out a couple times when I used the data to do it. But I'm not doing that now. I'm going to the internet place to do that. Loads it much quicker. I can load these videos up pretty quick. This one's kind of long. Sorry guys. I wish I had the software to speed it up. I want to get a computer here pretty soon. I'm waiting. I know what I need. I've talked to so many people, and I have a friend who got a really good, I played with it on his computer, the program to, editing software. And boy, I'll tell you what, anything you want to do is on this software. It's got it from Israel, I believe is where it come from. And it's, I'll be able to use it, so I'm pretty happy about that. Hey, there's a black Mobilio. I don't particularly like the black one, but I guess on a cloudy day it looks kind of nice. Now we got to cut up through the high school here. And watch out you don't run over the kiddies. All right, there's a... a lot of time these tricycles, something I don't understand about tricycles, they'll stop, and it's only going to be a very short stop, and they shut it off. And then they got to kickstart it. And a bunch of them do it. Now myself, I buy a motorcycle. If it don't have an electric starter, I don't want to buy it anymore. I'll kickstart them. I don't have a problem with that. But the thing is, I'm going to have myself an electric starter. I really don't want to buy the bike. And they sell so many of them here that don't have electric start. It's unbelievable how many they sell here. And a lot of these tricycle drivers, in order to save a couple thousand peso, like 40, 50 bucks, they won't get it. And when they shut their motorcycle off, they're not really saving any fuel. I don't know what they're trying to do, but a lot of them do it. I got behind one the other day. He stopped right in front of me to let his fare off and to pick up another one. Waited while this school kid counted out, I don't know, however many in pesos and change, and that was ridiculous. Then he couldn't start the thing. He's kicking it, and I'm stuck behind him. I can't get going, and it's just like, this is the wonderful drives you'll get. I'm going to upload this one so a lot of you folks can see. This is just one of my daily things I do. I usually do it in the Piaggio, but we're going to get that fixed here pretty quick. I could probably drive it. It's making a scraping sound in the brake. But I'm not gonna take a chance that it's gonna do a lot of expensive damage. So I'm gonna sign off. Rickshaw signing off. I'm just about home, but I'm gonna stop at the internet place. And this is Rickshaw out.